My MVP GD opener shows stuck open limit. I've tried everything I can find on the internet. A NY suggestion.
Welcome. My name is would be glad to assist. What is the actual model number of the opener? It can be found on the nameplate on the opener, at the front or rear. Also, exactly what is the opener doing or not doing? Door will not move? Only humming? Problem is with remotes and wall button. Holding the wall button down does not let door close any at all. Let me know and we can continue, thanks.
It is an all-star opener model MVP. There are no other numbers except serial hash. The door is stuck in the open position. Neither the remote or wall unit work. Green light is flashing slow on the back of the unit and the backlights on the wall unit are on. Also the light on the unit B works fine. Door opens and closes smoothly manually. The open and close gates work freely and don't stick. The chain is not binding. The sensors are fine unless the receiving sensor is not working. Holding the down button on the wall unit for 10 seconds does nothing. I'm stumped.
Okay, thanks for the information. Based on the information, the up limit is the issue. Stuck open limit red LED is off, green LED is slow blink. Unplug the opener first. Get a ladder and look on the top of the opener. One side has the open limit and the other side has the closed limit. There is a tab on each side of the chain which hits and activates the switches when it is at the position. Right now, the up tab should be just touching the up limit and have it activated. Maybe something has happened and it has over-traveled or broken, etc. Look and see where the tab on the chain is in reference to the limit switch. Mike can move the tab and trigger the limit a few times to get it loose and operating, all depends on the force against it now. Maybe the issue is visible.
The tab is engaged in the up limit switch. I have used a screwdriver to pull back the tab enough to flick the switch back and forth. Flick the down switch back and forth as well just to be sure that wasn't it. Checked all the connections to both the up and down switches and all the wires are snug.
Okay, thanks. I assume this means you tested it again at no change. See if you can look on the inside to see if the belt has come off or something. Since you hear a humming, it means the motor has attempted but no movements.
The belt is on and all connections appear snug. However, when I use the remote, the red light goes into a fast blink, contact reverse, and the green light eye in the slow blink. Also, there is no more humming.
Okay, thanks. Don't know on the fast and slow blinks, as they are not in the opener's possible combinations. Must be something in the main board generating that sequence with the unit unplugged and bottom cover removed. Is it possible to try to move the drive by using the large pulley and close the drive a little bit to see if it has the chain wedged? Maybe just a small movement will get it out of binding. It may have passed the limit and caused the binding.
I moved the chain using the pulley about a foot and then back again. It moved freely. Still won't move.
Okay, not sure the move back. The key was to get it off the limit and put into an area that is neither open to the max or closed. Can you try that for a test?
Sorry. Move the tab about 2 feet, foam the switch. Still nothing.
Okay, thanks. Looks like need to check the limit switch. Needs to be checked for continuity to see if the switch is making and breaking as designed. Remove the wire and trigger the switch by hand to see that the contacts act properly.
Okay. I will have to remove the unit from the ceiling to get at the switch. As I recall, there are 2 wires going into the switch. If so, remove them both.
Okay, please do not remove the opener from the ceiling. It is not necessary. The wires are inside the opener. Copy and paste the link below into your web browser, then go to page 18 and you will see the limit switches wired to the terminal board. You can remove the 2 wires and test them while activating the limit switch. Link below, http://www.linearcorp.com/pdf/manual/111069fx1.pdf. Thanks.
Can we continue this tomorrow?
Absolutely, no time constraints, all at your convenience. Just test and post when possible. Thanks.
We're getting above my pay grade now. When you say remove the wires, I assume you mean from the terminal and back of the unit. I am not sure what you mean by testing the wires, and I cannot see the switch without lowering the unit. I can feel the switch but can't see it. When the unit was installed, there is maybe 3 inches clearance from the top of the unit to the ceiling. Just enough room to unplug it and no more.
Okay, I assumed you could trigger the limit switch, since it was posted previously as something done. Never seen an opener mounted so close to the ceiling, that leaves no room for working or even adjusting the chain tensioner. Normal installations are by the manual, guess someone liked their way. But anyway, the model appears to have the ability of dropping the bottom cover for inspection, which allows to see where the limit switches are plugged into the board. This allows testing while triggering the limit switch. But if unable, leaves very little alternatives to the situation.
Believe it or not, the guy who installed it was a professional garage door contractor. I've installed 4 openers myself and have never come close to the ceiling. Anyway, I can trigger the switch, but in order to see it I need to drop it from the ceiling about 6 inches or so. Am I unplugging the wires from the board and then testing the switch?
The only way to test the switch is to disconnect it from the board and then use a continuity tester on the wires going to the switch. Triggering the switch will make and break the octacts, which will register continuity and then lose continuity. From the error code, yours will show no continuity either way.
I'm at work, so I will check it out tonight when I get home. Thanks.
Okay, very good.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.